Now it's the end of the appointment. What are those last few questions you need to ask, and what do you need to do after? So, navigating care can be very overwhelming, even if we're staying engaged and listening the whole time. It's important to stay curious. It's important to stay curious throughout as well as afterwards. So, what can you do with your unanswered questions at an appointment? Well, you can always ask, and I encourage you to always ask for your reports, notes, or printouts from that appointment. That is your personal health information. You are entitled to always have it. And they may charge you if you do your whole file at once. But if at each appointment you say, "Excuse me, could you please print that, email that to me?" There should be no qualms about it because it is your personal health information. You should book your follow-up appointment right away. Book it so that it's in the system so you don't have to worry later down the road. You should ask who you can contact for more information. So the doctor, for instance, might not have a lot of time to go over what a diagnosis really means, but they do know people who can help you go more in depth. So let's say it's something around dementia, they should be pointing you to other resources like the Alzheimer's Society, where there are people who have a lot more time to go through the condition with you and a lot more resources. You can ask for support from other professionals. So if you're with a family health team, congratulations, that's the best place to be. Um, they often have connected to them nurse practitioners, counselors, dietitians. If you're not, don't fret. Every primary care physician should be able to refer you to other health professionals to help you with whatever's going on, including those counselors, dietitians, physiotherapists. This Each appointment does not end with the person that you are speaking to. There are always more people who can give you support and information. And then ask for those suggestions. What do I do while I'm waiting for my referral? Because let's be honest, there's often long wait lists. One of the amazing things you can ask for is an e-consult. An e-consult is free for doctors to use. And all they do is they email a specialist and say, "Here's the situation. Is this what I need to do, or can you give me advice?" As long as it's not too complex, within 5 days, they will get a response. And then you might not have to be on that wait list at all. Because oftentimes there are folks on wait lists who it's because your doctor isn't the expert, but they actually only need a small answer. Now, if you're on the wait list for something bigger and you do need that more complex care, there are always things you can do. Ask them, is there a change I can make to my diet? Is there something in my mobility? Is there something in my engagement socially that I can change that will help me from stopping this condition, from accelerating, from stopping my situation for deteriorating? So ask those questions. And then your appointment has ended. You've gone through everything and you need to keep asking questions. You need to stay curious. Ask other supports in the community. Go to your community center. Go to the social workers. Go to your pharmacist, who's a great resource and often has a little bit more time. And it doesn't just have to be specific to the medication. They have a lot of medical knowledge that they can share without an official appointment. So go and ask those questions. Talk through what happened at the appointment with another person. Because again, having that sounding board, they might give you a perspective that you didn't think of yourself. They might help you refine your questions. They might actually have an experience to share with you so that you can get information and do the same thing they did or avoid what they did. Definitely get online and look things up with the caveat that you need to make sure your online resources are legitimate. I always say when it comes to medical knowledge, if there's a university attached, a hospital attached, a governmental organization attached, you can feel pretty comfortable that the information they're giving is scientifically proven. So be careful. Be careful with what you look at online, but use it where you can. And then join a support group to talk about your medical questions. You know, There are so many groups out there, and by and large, what we heard from the focus group members was they were often the most helpful when you get a new diagnosis, when you're caregiving, when you're trying to navigate the system, because they've done it themselves and they will share their wisdom with you of how to get through it all. And this one, I know you're all polite people, but after your appointment, you would be amazed at how far appreciation goes for health service providers. The health service providers that we spoke to create this workshop, by and large, said the person who showed appreciation, sincere appreciation, they made our day. We're working hard. We do want to do our best. It's a tough situation. And sometimes it also propelled them to go that extra step. This person was so grateful. I put in an extra call just to put them on that urgent wait list instead of the regular wait list, because there are two wait lists in most cases. And putting your name in the urgent category can get you that appointment earlier. So, I made the extra call. They were just so wonderful. Um, so say thank you, show appreciation. It really helps to go through. So I just want to do a quick recap here. You have put yourself at the center and gone, I am worthy, I am important, my healthcare experience matters. You're being an active participant. You've got that mindset. You've prepared for your appointment ahead by starting at home and including your support people. You've presented your requests and said, this is what I need for this appointment to go well. You've explained your story. You may have had to repeat it a few times, but you know the value in that. You have gently brought whoever the healthcare provider is back to your needs, probably multiple times, so that they will address them using your different strategies like impairment to function, pain scale, and gentle persistence. You've asked all the questions to help slow your appointment down, and you've asked the questions for clarification and for further supports outside of that appointment. And then you're going to keep asking. You're going to keep working at it. You're going to keep involving that support community, and you're going to say your thank you. And hopefully, each of those appointments that you go to, each of those conversations you have, are going to be a little bit more efficient, a little more smooth, and help you address your needs when you are accessing healthcare.